The Listerine things that you put on your tongue. I don't know if you've ever had one. It's like a strip, and you whack it on your tongue. You can sort of tongue people for hours, and not have donkey breath, I suppose, is the...
There's that. And then, she told me to stop mooing.
I think that the intimacy coordinators can really help with things like breath and how to act, because it's very easy to act sex very badly. I remember the very helpful advice from her, just making it about breath rather than noises.
I think you can have more fun with it when you have intimacy coordinators involved, I've found. But yeah, it's just one of those things that works for the show, and a lot of these scenes are fun, so they require like a different element, of sort of acting in that way.
I felt very protected and well-versed in how we were going to walk through each scene. The sex scenes are fun, so they weren't anything that were like for me to be afraid of or to shy away from. Cameron had a powerfulness in how she approached her sexuality.
We had very open conversations on sort of all levels about what we were comfortable with. We all knew each other's boundaries and had plotted it all, in a way that told the story in the best possible way and was fun where it should be fun and was less fun where it should be more serious, but was always an extension of the characters and the relationships and the dynamics. But yeah, I think it's important to tell those aspects of people's lives on TV as long as it's done respectfully, and I think there's nothing gratuitous in it to my mind.
I was quite excited about it, weirdly, like excited, scared. And then as soon as I met Alex, I was just so comfortable with Alex, so comfortable on the set. We all bonded really, really quickly. It was a closed set. Everyone was very respectful. We had intimacy coordinators. I had a very good spray tan, and then we were good to go. And it was actually really liberating. And by the end, you couldn't get my clothes back on. I was just doing laps of the tennis court. What I always say about these kinds of scenes, they're always very integral to the stories. It's done, I think, very tastefully. It's not just people getting their kit off for no reason. We're exactly where we need to be, doing our job, playing these roles that we've been cast in a professional environment. And as long as you're comfortable and happy, it's all good. And it's fun.
We are sort of the moral compass of the show. We're two very likeable people, and there isn't many likeable people in this show, in a good way. A bit like Succession, although I think it's better than Succession. All over it, actually, is my quote. So.
Oh, God.